we I think we left off where he's found guilty of some things, and he's gonna be sentenced soon. But he decided now to come and speak out about some things. He was saying the injuries he endured, I guess I want to say, they didn't want to use that in the court. They didn't want to bring that up as evidence, right? Don't you think that's something valuable to the case? His wounds, his injuries.
That is valuable to the case, but that's wasn't a goal. The goal wasn't to
it wasn't
the
yeah,
white
he
girl.
was right. She wasn't on trial, right? Correct.
Yeah.
But that's a I guess that should have been one of his red flags to be like, hold on, let me move again. Hold on. Yeah, we probably not gonna do this too long, but no, that should
Now
have been
what is you doing out there? What's the light? What light you talking about?
My mom has motion sensor garage lights in her thing, so I can't keep them on. That's all that is. I had to get out and move to keep the lights on.
Oh, okay,
all
right.
Listen, that should have been a red flag to him. Be like, okay, my injuries aren't going to be taken into consideration. So it's not like a me versus her. It's just the state versus me, really. And I have to prove that I didn't do any damage to her, or I'm going to be in trouble.
That is correct.
And I think he kind of felt like he was going to win. He was going to be found innocent. Should he have felt that way? No, he shouldn't. I think if it's a wonderful woman involved and she has tears and injuries, whether they can prove that you hurt her or not, you're going to be in trouble.
Well, he knew we were in trouble when they said they dropped the charges against her.
Right, exactly. That's another red flag. So I think he sounds like he's shocked, but he shouldn't be too shocked. And what I gather from this interview is this brother can act. Did you see the performance he put on? Do you think he's believable? You think he's in a character, or do you think he really talks and acts this way? Because do you think this brother is like us? I would say that. Do you think this is just a regular? I don't know. I don't want to say a regular beautiful person like me and you, but
no. This guy is an Ivy League. He talks like an Ivy League black guy.
There you go. Right. There you go. So I think he feels like he's above me and you in the court's eyes. They're gonna be like, okay, well, this brother, he's acting. He's he's cultured. He talks a certain way. You saw them jeans he had on in the interview with them boots.
Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with them jeans.
It's nothing wrong with them. But would you go in the interview with your legs crossed and the boots and jeans on like that? You wouldn't do it. You wouldn't do it. So,
hey, if it was 95, I will.
Right, he kind of dressed like Sinbad would back in the day.
But he had bell bottoms though. Those bell bottoms,
Right. So yeah. What I'm trying to say is I think he felt like he's above this. He's cultured. He's smart enough to win the case in his mind. So I think he thought that would be enough. But this America, you still a black man, a big burly black man who hurt a wonderful woman. And at the end of the day, somebody's gonna have to pay. He's dating Megan Good now.
It's Coretta Scott King. That's his Coretta.
Right, but I don't like that. You called the wonderful woman your Coretta Scott King.
No, he didn't call her that.
He was trying to say, I want somebody to be down with me like Coretta Scott King. Yes. Now he's trying to use that again. You can't use that again and think you're gonna get the same impact. Like, we've heard it already, so you can't say that again. But I mean, he may not. Go ahead.
He should have said that was my Michelle Obama over there.
Yeah, but he said that. He got to come up with somebody else.
Who gonna come up with, Brandon?
I don't know.
How many of us stick together? Who you gonna come up with? Oh, you need to be my Bill Cosby wife.
right. The Bill Cosby. There you go.
That's what I need. Like let me get out and do my thing.
Right.
And you still be there.
That's funny. But so what kind of things did you gather from this interview?
I gather he's sticking. He did not assault anybody because he, like you said, he's being for Yale. He probably thought it was common sense. If two people do this, sometimes you're gonna catch some bruises on yourself.
Right.
And he probably thought it was common sense that if a person reached for your phone, probably in an aggressive manner, some people may do something like this. But nah. But he did recognize he should never pick it up and try to put it in that car. That's what done it.
Yeah, that's what we kind of messed up on. And I was trying to think, because we can be biased. So I try to put myself in the shoes of the lady's father. So if that was my daughter being shoved in the car, and my daughter was chasing after somebody like that, I would let her know you're wrong. And I'm not sure whether hold on, let me cut my camera off.
Nah, man, Brandon, just keep it rolling, Brandon. Don't mess with the light no more. Just keep it. That'll be fine.
Okay. But no, but I'm not sure if I would want him to do time. Like if I'm looking at the whole scale, my daughter is wrong in the situation too. Like if I'm being fair, if my daughter did that, would I want him to do jail time and do all this stuff? I don't know. I wouldn't want it to go to court. I just wouldn't want it to go to court, because then my daughter's name is being put out there and she looks a certain way. Like I would just be looking at the bigger picture. What do you think?
Brandon, your problem is you're a beautiful man. And a wonderful man do not think like that. It's it's no forgiving.
You're right.
First of all, he had that BBC in that wonderful woman.
Okay.
That's gross. Now she tainted. That's how some people think.
You're right.
So
now you gotta pay.
Now you gotta pay. He need to serve 5 years in prison for what he done to my daughter.
Right, you're right.
Had a delusional chasing out for a attacker.
Yeah, and I guess you gotta think, like, now the father's friends. You gotta have people know that somebody threw your daughter in the car. She was chasing people. So yeah, you may be feeling a certain type of way. You want justice. You want him to pay for what happened.
Well, this ain't now. Justice was not served all the way around.
No, it wasn't served all the way around, but
it just got served one way.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're satisfied.
You said who?
They are.
The woman and her family. They're satisfied.
Nah, they probably not. They probably want more, Brandon. I could guarantee.
Okay. But I think they want to ruin. They rather him lose some stuff too. Like if he's gonna be found guilty, they want him to lose some movies and stuff because
he lost movies.
Right. That's what I'm saying. So I think they are a little bit satisfied. They probably want more for sure. Do you think they're gonna settle out of court, or look for punitive damages and all that kind of stuff?
Oh, once he gets sentenced, that's where they set him up. That's why. See this how the system works.
Mm-hmm.
You get that criminal charge. That means a civil is coming right behind you if you got money, and civil
it's easy to win. It's easy.
Yes, because it was already proven in court.
Yeah.
Now this man was supposed to star in a Dennis Rodman movie, and they dropped him, Brandon.
Oh man, now that would have been good, man. Because like I said, I watched this interview. This brother can act. He's deep in the character. I don't think this is the real him. Like,
no, this is the real him. You heard about the telephone? Hold on.
I'm not sure. I think you're right.
LaGreta, I don't need you to act like this.
But I think he's stuck. I think he's
I
stuck
need you
acting.
to be calm. I need you to be calm and settle. You need to be my Loretta Scott King. I'm not a monster. I'm a good man. I just made some bad mistakes. I am sorry. That's how he talks.
Right. And I don't like to say this kind of stuff. He almost giving those narcissistic vibes. Like he kind of seems kind of controlling, and like he feels like he's larger than he may really be. Did you see him in any movie? Did you see him in Creed? Like he did a phenomenal job acting in Creed.
I didn't watch him in Creed. Was he a thug in Creed?
Kind of, yeah.
Just the way he moved as a boxer and just how he embodied that role. Like he was very believable.
How he was talking.
He wasn't talking like this. He wasn't talking like this, bro.
Well, like I'm saying, I could kind of see the real him in it, because we heard him on the tapes and I've heard him on this interview. But I think he's a really good actor and he's a very smart person. And smart people like that, they can be manipulative if they want to. I'm not saying he wants to do that. I think he has a goal in mind. He has a woman that he wants in mind, or what he wants his woman to do, I should say. Because is Megan Good and this woman that he had before, are they similar types? Are those similar type women? I mean, they kind of
No,
are.
they complete. Megan Good is a B class actor. The other woman
Okay.
is a support cast, a dancer. Hey, you know, she ain't nothing.
Right.
No disrespect to her,
Right.
but she ain't no Megan Good.
But so you think he couldn't get Megan Good before he got her, or what? What do you think did it?
Nah, he could get Megan Good before he got her.
But what do you think?
But
happened?
them charges slapped them. Them charges slapped them into reality. You know, it's a risk. You know the risk you take. What Cat Williams said. I seen what happened, so I ain't never gonna be with a wonderful woman because I know what will happen.
Right.
It don't happen all the time. It don't happen
it's
a lot.
Chance. It's a small chance. Like you say, you kind of. I'm not saying you setting yourself up, but it's always a way for them. If it is a greater power and they want you to do certain things, if you get with somebody, they can easily craft a story together and bring you down. And that's kind of what they did with him. I mean, he did some things to bring himself down, but if this woman was beautiful, if it was a beautiful woman, I don't think he would have lost everything.
Nah,
all this would have happened.
It'll be a fine, $500. X go home.
Right.
That's all it'll be.
Right.
I was
and
reading.
They might like the black woman up. They may lock the black woman up. They saw this black girl in your crib. This your black. Oh yeah, everybody get her out of here. Did she tear up your stuff? They might have pressed charges on her.
Well, you never know. I'm reading a book called "They Was Her Property," and it highlights how wonderful women they control and own enslaved people too.
Okay.
And they went to court, had rights and everything. And usually when they go to court in that book, if they feel like they was done wrong or got swindled out of money over a slave person, they was winning in court. Even though they could be all the way wrong, the judge be like, okay, we hear she came here. Let's just pay the difference. All right. You sold the slave for her for $800. 2 weeks later, the slave gets sold for $1,000. Pay the lady the difference. You owe her $200.
Right.
Even though she didn't have the right to go up in there,
right?
Because she was underage selling slaves. We're gonna overlook that.
Right. Well, what's this book called? You say you're reading this book.
There was her property.
Okay.
Yeah. A whole book. I got to get back to my reading so I can be more educated when we talk on here.
I got you.